Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lone Camper back at you again with another video. So today, continuing on with the story of my camper. Last I left off, I was in Fort Lauderdale, killing AquaNautik's wall outlets and electricity. So yeah, did that. And then because I was using wall outlets to power my camper, well, the AC and refrigerator just, well, the circuits blew. Nearly caught my camper on fire, so I had no AC and no refrigeration in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in August. That was awesome. And so I was working with one of my buddies. I'll call him Joe, just just for simplicity's sake. One of Joe's buddies came from Australia and was in Florida to hang, and so he came over to my camper before we went over to Matt's. Went over to excuse me, the laundromats. And anyways, I before we go in there, I'm like, hey, there's like no AC, so it's pretty hot. And he's like, oh, that's fine. As soon as we step in there, dude, he's complain. Joe's friend is complaining, just going on like, oh, it's so hot, you got to do something about that AC. Even though I told him it's broken and it's August in Florida. I don't know what to tell you. So that was really neat, getting bitched at in my own home for something broken. That was great. Let's see. And that week, I moved my camper from being in the company's, hanging out in the company's parking lot to a place called Cozy Campers, which was literally like a 100-yard walk away from where I worked. That was pretty awesome. But I gotta say, if anybody goes to a place called Cozy Campers in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, dude, that place sucks ass. And the manager, oh my goodness, I cannot stand her. I'm about to get to that here in a minute, but like, man, she kicked me out of the damn RV park like half a month early. That was frustrating. I mean, it was definitely my fault, but you know, she didn't have to kick me out like half a month early and then not give me my money back. But that's okay. It really isn't, but that's okay. But I'll get to that here shortly. So, dude, this just all piled on at once. I get to Cozy Campers, and then my car battery dies. Right. So luckily, I'm like I said, 100-yard walk away from where I work. But yeah, I have no car and no money. So and of course the way AquaNautik works is you get paid halfway through the month, twice a month, halfway, and then at the end of the month. So I got there, lucky me, at the beginning. So I had to wait for about a week or two before I could before any money hit my bank account and I could go get a battery. So I was just kind of walking everywhere. Um, Once the money hit, I just took like a, I don't know, 2.5 mile hike from the Cozy Campers over to some Walmart. Hiked all the way over there, got the car battery, came back, and managed to fix it. Like, replacing a car battery is not as hard as I thought. That was the first time I did it, but it took like 10 minutes. It was awesome. So, but yeah, so for a little while, oh, and I also forgot to mention, oh my goodness, I also had no water when I first got to Fort Lauderdale either, because in order to get the camper from Crystal River to Fort Lauderdale, unfortunately, I had to cut off the, let's see, where the uh, garden hose hooks up to the RV, so I can keep the city water running, and it'll uh, it'll just run when I need it. The water will run when I need it. But like, unfortunately, I had to cut off a bit to where the garden hose hooked up to it, so I had no water, no AC, no refrigeration, and no car, all at the same time. Probably about a week before I finally got the car battery, and then I found a small like portable AC unit. You know, one you can like hook up to a wall outlet. One of those. I found one at like some garage sale. I managed to get my hands on that. Whew, and brought it back. So I at least had some AC, and then I had a shit ton of fans blowing. So I finally had some sort of AC. Like, dude, I can't tell you how many times I woke up in the middle of the night just sweating my balls off, like just drenched, man. Um, that was unpleasant. Like, not the worst thing I've ever done, but it was definitely unpleasant. But yeah, so replacing once I got my car battery and AC situated, let's see, I started working on the water next. So, I pretty much had to rip off it's that paneling, it's that block with the door cover, so when you open it with your keys on your RV, like, you have where the water hookup is for the city, and then a place where you can fill up the water tank manually. I had to take all that out, replace it, put it back in, dude. Um, and I kept getting the wrong bit, so like I had to redo it like two or three times. Man, it was just insane, and I just about punched a hole in my camper or somebody's head, dude. I was pissed, but I managed to get all that done. And during this time, there was like a few hair. Let's see, I was in I think two hurricanes, or my camper went through two hurricanes. So with all that happening, man, I think all that water just came in from the storm, from all the traveling, going back and forth, and just destroyed the place, man. Yeah, but anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, fix that, and then somehow I don't know what I spilled on the carpet, but like, dude, I spilled something and tried to get it out with baking soda. I think I either misused the baking soda, or I just had no idea what I was doing. Probably both. And I just completely ruined the carpet, man. Like, it was one of those, like, when you walk on the carpet, you can feel all the baking soda coming up from the carpet and onto your feet. It was just wrecked, man. Um, let's see. So yeah, the camper has been a mess since just about day one, man. Um, let's see. Okay, so all that happened. And while I'm working at AquaNautik, right? So all this is going on. I'm working at AquaNautik. There's this the first job I did at AquaNautik. This was a commercial diving job, by the way. So I'm getting in there underwater, checking out problems. With the big like construction diving helmet, which for anyone interested out there, I know this is an RV channel, but if anyone's interested in that lifestyle out there, I wouldn't recommend it. Really doesn't pay as good as you think at all. Long hours, not good pay, and honestly, I just don't enjoy the work. It's I don't know. It's just not enjoyable to me. Um, but yeah, anyways, the first job I was doing there, we were looking for. They think a pipe had gotten clogged at like one of their, I think, those little fucking pools they have at golf courses, or lakes, I should say. Yeah, I think there was a drain valve in there that was clogged, and we had to go look for it. Well, we went in the pond, went exactly where it was, and it wasn't there. So it turns out that the land, because this is man-made, erosion and whatnot, the landmass had like overtaken the pipe. So the pipe wasn't even in the water. It was like buried underneath the ground. And so I really wish I took that as like a sign of what was going to go on during that in that company, because that company is just a mess. I really hated that AquaNautik. That was not a pleasant encounter. But I'm gonna stop that right here. That's all I have kind of compiled and written down right now. But yeah, I'll just kind of continue, I guess, telling the story of me and my camper. If I don't have any other like how tos, how to patch this or seal that or fix this. Yeah, if I don't have any of those, I'll probably just continue on with the story or find something else to talk about. Um, yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Like all, I don't know, four of you who are going to be watching this. So thanks, guys. And, well, I guess I'll see you next time.